guys, so today we are going to be making, well, I'm going to be making, but you can make them too if you want. I'm going to be making chocolate chip cookies, and I will be giving you tips and some different things that you have to do along the way, so yeah, I hope you like it. I was just going to make some chocolate chip cookies, and then I thought, oh, I should make a video, so yeah. Okay, You're going to need a mixer and a cookie scooper. Well, you can use them, or you can just use a regular spoon, but I like to use this. So you're gonna need a cookie sheet too, and some cups, like the measuring cups. Okay, so first thing you're gonna do is take a cup of butter. I know, a cup of butter. This is the doubled recipe since I have a family of 7, so you know I need to make a lot of cookies. And then you are going to take a 3/4 measuring cup, and you're going to measure out a full cup of that, of sugar. And then you're going to do that again, so you have to do it twice because you know we're doubling the recipe. And then you're just going to want to put that in the mixing bowl, like so. And then you're going to want to mix it until it looks like it's fully mixed, like, oh, no, okay, you're gonna have to put it up. Don't be stupid like I was. Okay, so now you wanna mix it until it looks like there's not gonna be any lumps left and it looks like it's all mixed together. So now that that's fully mixed, you're gonna wanna take your 3/4 of a cup again, but this time you're going to get some brown sugar. And it's good if you keep an elastic over it so you know it doesn't dry out, because I just hate when you have brown sugar and it dries out and you can't put it in a measuring cup. So you're gonna pour it into the measuring cup and then take a spoon and pack it down, but not too hard because you don't want it to be really hard when you're mixing it, but pack it down so you know it stays in place. So it looks kind of like a hockey puck when you put it into the mixing bowl. And then you might have to add a little more, but yeah, so I had to add a bit more, and then you pack that down as well. And then you do it again. So you take your cup again, and then you do it again, and you pack it down. Now you're gonna put it into the mixing bowl like I already did with the other cup, and you're gonna raise it up, and then you're going to mix it until the butter and the sugar and the brown sugar look all mixed together. You don't want any like lumps or anything, but if you have a couple, that's okay because you're gonna be mixing in the flour soon anyway, so it's gonna be nice and smooth. Okay, so now you wanna take your vanilla. Mine has a pink stain on it when I was making cakes and I got the food coloring. Sometimes it's hard to open because it gets all crusty on the top. I try to wipe it off whenever I'm finished with it. And then you take, well, you usually take a teaspoon, but I couldn't find my 1 teaspoon, so I'm going to be using 1/4. And so you're gonna double it, like so. Have you ever tried to, like, when you're baking something with vanilla and it smells really good, but if you've ever tasted it, it's really, really gross? Yeah, don't do that. It's kind of stupid that I did that. So now you just want to mix it in. And it should be like turning a lighter brown by now. And it might have a couple lumps in it, so just let that thin out. Okay, so now you're going to take 4 eggs. Mine are free-range large eggs, but you can do whatever size you want. Doesn't really matter. And then you're going to just crack each of them into the bowl. Well, the mixing bowl. And then if you have like a garburator, I just throw them in my sink and then we can put them down there. And then you just garburate them down. It's nice because then you don't have to walk all the way to the garbage if you have something that's really sticky. Doing my little dance. Uh-oh, I dropped an eggshell. It's okay, I can get this out. Woohoo, I did it! Don't do that, One time, my dad made an omelet, but he broke an egg and the shells went in it and it was really gross. Ugh, never again. So then you just wanna mix that together. And so it should be, it's kind of like waterier now, but it shouldn't be too watery. Like if you take it on a spoon, it shouldn't just drip right off. Now you're gonna take a large bowl and you're going to take your flour. Mine is just plain white baking flour, but you can also use all-purpose flour. I wouldn't recommend like rice flour or something because I don't think the cookies would work well with that. So then you're gonna take 1 cup and you're gonna do that 4 more times. So you're gonna double it because usually the recipe calls for 2.5 cups, but I doubled it, so now it's at 5 cups. So you're gonna wanna do 5 cups of flour. So just keep on going there.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase me, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad, I missed you so bad, I missed you so bad. Before you came into my life.
So now you're gonna take your powdered sugar, baking powder. Don't know why, and it's the Magic brand. I don't know how baking powder could be magic. So you're gonna need 3/4 of a teaspoon again. So I'm just gonna use my 1/4 teaspoon again. And you're just gonna do that 6 times. So then you'd have an improper fraction. Oh, math, I'm doing math. Just kidding, I don't like math. So, yeah. Then you're gonna take your spoon and you're gonna mix it all up. I have a really large spoon, but you don't have to have a really large spoon. It's fun to mix like the chefs do in their videos. They're like arm up and they look all professional and stuff. Okay, so now if you want, so that you don't get flour everywhere, which I usually do anyway, but it helps a little bit, you can get those things that go around the sides of your mixing bowl so that you don't get flour everywhere. And it has a little spout so you can pour it onto it. So it won't take as long and you have to clean up after it and stuff. So then you're just gonna wanna pour your flour mixture in it. If it's not like coming out or anything, you can always get a spoon to help you with it. I have that problem a lot. Or you can try shaking the bowl or like kind of patting the back of it. So I'm gonna get a spoon because it's not going into the bowl yet, so yeah. Just kidding, that's gonna take too long. Okay, so then if you get some flour on the side, it's really easy to clean up. If you have like a tile or tile counter or something, you could just get a piece of paper and fold it into like a V shape and put the flour into the V and then just slide it on top.
So call me maybe, it's hard to look right.
Then you're gonna mix it until it kind of gets this like doughy shape form. And you can take your spoon and scrape the sides so that everything gets mixed in equally. So then you're just gonna let it mix for as long as it needs to be mixed until it gets a little more doughy form. Here comes my favorite part, the chocolate chips. So this recipe calls for 1 bag of chocolate chips, but it looks like it would take a lot of chocolate chips to do 2 batches, so that would be 2 whole bags. So I'm just doing 1 whole bag, and I think it is the same. So when you're done, you can take your mixing bowl to like wherever you have your pan. You don't need to use a greased pan. You could just use one of the non-stick pans if you want to. That's what I'm gonna be using. Don't you just love cookie dough? I love cookie dough. So now you can take your scooper or just a spoon if you want to. Mine is about like 1/2 inch. So then you scoop it with cookie dough and you put it on the pan and you keep doing that until it's all full. Now you're gonna wanna preheat your oven. Well, I just always turn my light on so I can see it. Now, you're gonna wanna preheat your oven to 350 like you already did, and you're gonna wanna start by setting it at 12 minutes. Then you can add on time as you need to. I hope your cookies turned out as good as mine did. Thanks for watching. So good. I love cookie dough.